開
點啊？點樣開啊？係由 WhatsApp 咁開定係
咩啊？有條 link 俾你噶嘛頭先？
有個WhatsApp
你頭先 YouTube 睇嗰條片都可以開得翻。
你 WhatsApp 收得咁埋？呢個
嗯。
變咗噶咯
係冇食
頭先
冇 save 到咯啲嘢。
頭先嗰條 link 就變咗第二樣嘢噶咯
嚇？變咗第二樣嘢？
哦，Hello Hayden。
係啊，睇唔到咩？
我而家就睇28分36秒，呢個都係講翻嘅嘢。
唉，你可以撳去，你可以識唔識用 YouTube 啊？撳嗰個使用者，你撳我嗰個人，跟住撳睇我直播。
撳你嗰個人。
你而家係條 YouTube link 嚟噶嘛？你用 YouTube 開噶嘛？你睇到嗰個人有其他直播㗎。屌你真係 YouTube 都要人教。
全部都係
你撳我個人啊，唉，新拎俾我哋老師，係咪睇唔睇到啊？你用係咪喺度啊？
好啊，
睇到啊嘛？
係啊，
睇到啊嘛？
仲係監我去唔到啊？
清唔清啊？
清啊！
清唔清啊？
哎呀，就冇個大地方走半個谷換咗咧。
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Protego. Lumos. Lumos.
字幕要唔要較大隻啲俾你睇啊？
唔使，
字幕要唔要較大隻啲俾你睇？
唔使。
I suppose some introductions are in order.
有英文㗎嘛，聽得到嘅基本上。
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. I'm hardworking too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Revelio.
即係有啲可以交行嘅 NPC，有啲就係純粹伏喺度嘅 NPC 咁解。誒，哦，你周圍食嘢，冇得互動。即係周圍食，周圍食，哦，下得來得自我搞笑，一水寫嘅，啊有地圖有紙嘅，
Revelio.
一段自我介紹，整嘅字好啦，講
You
得。
don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
我想行禮，
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work.
咁重嘅。
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
成數要量。
Revelio. Protego.
Arthur's got you. It's all right.
Lumos.
Be frightened, little cat.
Revelio.
Arthur's got you. It's all right.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, Glumbumbles, Bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a Puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
你有冇睇緊啊？
Nice meeting you, Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it.
Harry
You only
Potter.
have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWL.
你睇雪櫃頂有冇？
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised...
點解兩個人睇緊嘅？你娟就睇緊，你又睇緊啊？
冇啊，係我攞緊你嘅捐個手機睇緊。應該唔係，佢可能睇到觀看人數有啲嘢。可能有無聊人走咗
to ensure your
入嚟嗰
success.
個直播間咧。
咁有啲咁無聊嘅
Here
人
you
咩？
are.
我自己唔計噶嘛，有另外一個人喎。
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
唔關事。
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
在線觀，我睇唔到睇緊嘅係咩啊？好癲喎！點解會多咗個人㗎？
Thank you,
好
Professor.
撚驚！
What do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
黐撚線，唔知邊個人入唔入嚟？
This way.
可能係 AI 咧。
等你開心啲嘅嘢。
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate
Revelio.
yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was
有
a
上
student.
岸有上
Using
開
the
心。
guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
我47蚊。
Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
有個 WiFi。你唔係一直用個 WiFi 上網嘅？嗰個 WiFi 我做而家尋晚有開翻用到 WiFi。係做咁嘅。哈利波特喺嗰個密室嗰度啊？ 點樣玩㗎？
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and
係咪
find
好似玩
Central
㗎？係
Hall.
嗰度。可能有冇玩啊？喺嗰度。係啊，簡單啲。
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My sister will be home for the holidays this year. Hope she's brought me a new
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day,
哎呀，唔記得問
and you
撥
have
幣
much
村係
to
咩？
learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
個老女人講嘢有
You,
骨
Professor
嘅。
Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map.
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
我都跳落去死啊！我跳唔到樓。
Revelio.
喺上邊啊！喺尾應該差唔多。
性騷擾。
Protego.
冇事嚟。嗰陣。
Lumos. Revelio.
Ê, 有得摸貓貓喎。
係喎，係隻袋冇貓喎，最鴛鴦。
Revelio. Lumos.
你去到嗰你冇看到。
Revelio. Lumos.
因為同樣嘅嘢係買嘅，
俾佢睇緊我玩咩啫？
即係冇得一睇喎。
冇。
我以為係可以雙份興奮。
Protego. Lumos. Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
In my opinion, detonation is emotion.
唉，上埋呢兩個堂個頭啊！
Here, behind you. There is an open
一路
seat
走
here.
嘅程真係好攰嘅，
Hello, I
做
am
半個
Letty.
打網
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan
跟住
yet?
周圍走。
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like Accio, if you will, but instead, splendid! Stay focused. Accio. Excellent. Good. Not to worry. That's it. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you
因
are
為
playing
我
red.
掣
Clear?
拉，但係
Yes,
唔係拉到落嚟，但係有分數線㗎嘛？去到50嗰度停咯，應該。
Accio.
可以撞人哋波走，係咪？
好似係喎，你撞埋佢個波度，佢咪
Happens to the best of us.
係啊！人哋個波唔走，你跌咗落嚟啊！
There we go.
Accio.
I will get you back for that.
打喎！
可以贏。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
仲要被進喎，有咩意思係咪？
Here we go.
Excellent
Wow.
control there.
Watch this.
哇！
我屌，
Stay focused.
咁撚難嘅。玩嘅屌！哇！咁我要點先贏？
There we go.
兩個一百。
你要撞一個佢走先至，如果唔係你只會撞佢前。
輸我都係。
輸，係輸又輸。
Very good, both of you. Well done.
有冇得重賽啊？
冇啲走劇情，佢都係嗌你點樣控制嘅啫，教其實主
Process
要。
dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
屌柒你啊！
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than
Bethlehem
Hogwarts.
嚇，非洲有最大嘅魔法學
Intimidating
校。
or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined. Well,
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
You know,
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
呢樣嘢都冇。哇！咁咪佢有個，即係主要係你要儲嗰啲嘢咯，就係咪啊？
係啊。
劇情都可能豐富下喎，咁你話？
抵唔抵玩？唔使錢。
好撚抵玩，佢哋話好撚抵玩。咁先最撚抵玩。係，你諗下遊戲開發，佢嗰個投入，你就咁安排，你就咁就可以玩。要下載嘅有做。下載就係即係純粹佔你啲容量啫，但係我講呢啲係唔使買遊戲，又唔使咩成。有強迫症要儲齊嘅，咪好辛苦咯。
係咯。有兩個隱藏任務嘅首日，定未開又？
係咪應該要完成前面嗰啲佢就會咩啊？首日。
我可唔可以？我要再打贏嗰個黑鬼，死黑鬼。
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
應該執好嗰啲嘅。
passport 咧。
Revelio.
應該執好。除非你。
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
係啊，冇乜。
拍夫拍夫，
3花。直播俾佢睇。
但係假如係呢個預售中的話咧，係咪真係可以周圍揾嗰啲咁嘅魔獸？
Stop it, Peeves! You'll get us in trouble!
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves! Enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boots and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
學啊，要做啊！佢成日喺度鳩行鳩。
Lumos, Revelio.
代數係咪1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10啊？係咪咁解啊？如果呢個係2，呢個係4，馬係2，下邊係4，咁即係爭個6。1、2、3、4、5、6，6係咩？6係一隻蜘蛛。咁上邊咧30，即係隻馬。哦，唔係。佢代表咩數啊？問號都有嘅喎。睇下先。
Revelio.
個火，呢班女咁樣。
My little brother sends me letters chock full of questions about.
Perhaps mind what you're doing there.
Starts here next year.
Wish I brought a pet owl to school. Don't misunderstand. I adore my phone. Don't suppose you want a phone?
大家嘅你覺得點樣破解啊？
有冇教佢會唔會教你嗰個咩圖點樣去理解啊？
冇講。
035。唔好意思，智商唔夠用。
中間係個數啦。
但係嗰度有冇12個？冇12個啊嘛。
直頭有問號。
咩啊？
咦？
咩啊？三四五六七八九十個。
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。到門嗰度有10個 logo 咯。
我見到，我真係數。
佢想講個問號係等於幾多定加埋總數等於幾多？佢想講個問號係等於幾多定加埋總數？4加隻馬。
會唔會係0加3？
4加隻馬。
加幾多等於5啊？會唔會係0加3？ 4加幾多等於5啊？
加2嘛？
嗰隻馬係2的話，咁即係第一個圈係馬。有冇馬呢個選擇？
冇。
隔離咧？
愛？
唔係，我講緊另外嗰邊啊。
有嚟。
呢邊係馬呢個？誒，你嗰個係馬，你唔好轉。係，跟住然之後，假如馬係2加4係等於6，第六個嗰個圈係咩啊？
蜘蛛咯。
第六個。
冇，好似海龜嗰個嘢。
星咁嘅嘢，係咪？唔係，你睇呢邊數過去6。唔係喎，呢邊數過去，咁就唔係馬係2咯喎，咁係咩係2啊？
蜘蛛。
蜘蛛係2，咁第一個揀蜘蛛，第二個唔係喎。咩㗎啦？
咁而家馬係啦，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9，9係馬。9加4都13啊。
9加4等於10嘅啊
？13咯，佢先14。
13條已經 over 12㗎咯喎。
係咯，都唔知點計。唔玩啦，屌你老味！急奔咩鳩奔神？咁撚遠嘅學啩，打魔法嘅。
Revelio。
哇！頂你個肺啊！好撚攰。
Is that all you've got?
Wait.
Levioso!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso!
Good. Now, well done.
Levioso!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
Protego. Easy. Protego. Complicates things.
Stupefy!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Levioso!
Good form.
I know. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Stupefy!
I do enjoy lively duel.
Levioso!
Then all my students were this adept.
我要懟冧佢。
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Leviosa!
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Leviosa! Accio! Leviosa! Leviosa!
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
到我有黑社會
Clock
喎。
Tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
唉，好撚辛苦，瞓啦瞓啦瞓啦。
Lumos.
因為睇劇情都話佢嘅。
Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
咩？所以我第一日出咗嚟啦，由2個 question mark 變咗1個 question mark。
Save game。好，完成。刪 game。
係㗎。
好撚攰。直播刪直播，直播咗成個鐘㗎。課金啦。